Hi, today I'm going to talk about holidays and freedom, cause Merica. I'd like to welcome all the old delinquents, as well as all the new. My name's Sarge, and this...
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town. Oh, my God. I know him.
Is the gray area.
Humans are such easy.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't funny anymore.
Here we go. Hey. Here we go. Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Gray Area Delinquents at Ease. Episode number 47. Man, has it been so many so fast already? It really hasn't been enough. If you think about it, I've been doing this for over a year, right? I started last October, like 2018, and here I am, 2019, and I'm at 47. I should be at 50-something, which means I skipped some weeks, which means I was a lazy bastard, and I need to make up for the time. But here I am. Today I'm going to talk about holidays and freedom and random stuff, because that's what I do. Because, yeah. Have you guys lost all your weight from Thanksgiving yet? I know we're in a predicament here because Thanksgiving was right at the end of November, and now it's still the holiday season, and there's office and work Christmas parties, and your friends are having Christmas parties on the weekends, so you're just being a big fat face. It's hard. It's hard to be like, no, I'm gonna have the celery sticks and some water and a Bud Light Lime. Can you guys drink that Bud Light Lime shit? I can't fucking do it. How about you just add a lime, you lazy pieces of shit? Okay? First, and drinking lime anything in the winter is stupid. Unless you're putting like a lime in a gin and tonic or something. You know, like a man would do. Right? Am I right? Why do you guys listen to me? Seriously. Why are you still here? Why are there people in their cars, driving to work, driving from work, going to the gas station, robbing a bank, whatever you're doing? If you're the getaway driver at a bank heist right now, have you thought about your decision? Have you contemplated your life? Listen, do you wish you were raised a little bit better? Does your daddy not love you? You shouldn't be robbing banks. But, hit me up in my email. I'll give you my address if you want to, throw down on some Gray Area merch, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, delinquents, it is still the season. And when I say the season, it's 13 days till Christmas. And then Hanukkah's still going on for like 5 more days after that. And then there's New Year's. And then the New Year's here, so everybody gets this fucking idea in their head like, New Year, new me, I gotta change myself. And then you look at the mirror and you're like, you're like throwing up in your mouth a little bit because your belly's blocking your belt. Yeah. You guys do that shit where we be like, no, my pants still fit. Do they though? Not really. I think you just stretched them out over time. If you're just trying to button that thing under your belly flap, be like, look, they still fit. Be like, do they? Because I can't see your waistline because it's covered by Jabba the Hutt smiling at me. Stop it. It's all right. To each their own. I'm not going to fat shame anybody. Unless you're motherfucking Lizzo, and I'll get I'll get to that later, okay? I'll get to that later. Oh my God. On a serious note regarding the holiday season, my children ask me each year the same fucking question. After thinking about it, I decided to give them my real fucking answer. Because they're from the ages of, 20 to 5, right? And there's 6 of them, so they could pretty much figure it out amongst themselves. And the answer is this. They ask me, what do I want for Christmas? And I'm like, I want you to keep coming around. I want you to ask me questions. I want you to ask for my advice. I need you to be able to tell me your problems, ask for my opinion, ask for my help. Don't be afraid to come to me for those things. I want you to come over and rant about your shit, about your problems, rant about your life, whatever. Tell me about your job, your worries, your classes. I want you to continue sharing your life with me. That's what I want. Come over, laugh with me, talk with me, laugh at me. I don't care. Hearing you laugh is music to me, okay? I love that shit. Children's laughter is awesome. And as they become adults, they're still your children, so it's still, like, awesome because you're doing that. You created that. That laugh is 50% yours. You know what I mean? I want them to, spend their money making a better life for themselves while still not being afraid to ask me for some, should they need it. I have the things I need. Like, I have the things I need in my life, I feel. When I talk to my kids, I'm like, I want to see you happy and healthy. When you ask me what I want for Christmas or what I want for the holidays or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever the fuck, I say nothing because you've already given me the gift of you all year. However, my birthday's in February and Daddy needs to add some music to his iTunes. Delinquents, it is important to raise your kids the right way. This is a staple of my podcast, one of them. It's important, because I heard this the other day, and this resonates and should fucking echo in the ears of all the delinquents and all the people of all time, ever, in anything, in anywhere. And the statement was as follows. If you raise your children, you can spoil your grandkids. But if you spoil your children, you'll have to raise your grandkids. Hello. Duh. That's fucking awesome. Raise them the right way. They raise their kids the right way. You get to spoil them because you don't have to worry about them being corrupt. I think that is like the secret to life because everything makes fucking sense now. Like everything. Why people act this way. You look at the parents. You look at the kids. You look at how they were raised. You look at the discipline. You look at all the fucking variables. All those other variables almost mean nothing based on this statement alone. If you raise your children the right way, you could spoil your grandkids. If you spoil your children, you're going to raise your grandkids. What? Mind blown. Mind fucking blown. Touche, whoever came up with that little gem. On the opposite side of the spectrum, there's Time Magazine. A heralded magazine known for knowing what the fuck they're talking about. They have no idea what they're doing. They're bought and paid for. It's a joke. You have that gem, that little statement that I just said from a complete fucking stranger, unknown, and the amount of meaning behind that simplistic saying about the kids and grandkids thing means way more to me than anything Time Magazine has ever put out in life, okay? Time Magazine's Person of the Year is Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg, the sophomore that's fighting climate change. You stole my childhood. Did they? Did we steal your childhood due to climate change? Did we? You're going around fighting climate change to the United Nations. You're flying around on private jets for the bigwigs of the industry, just like climate change this, and this is what you gotta say. If you ever see this chick, Greta Thunberg, talk unscripted, it will freaking blow your mind. Everything she says is written by someone else. I don't give a fuck what she represents, okay? It's bullshit. It's just some fucking weird thing that you're supposed to look at her and be like, oh, look at the children trying to make change. Take her ass to fucking Africa, China, or India and see how that turns out for you. Okay? Her childhood was stolen. What about the children that are actually stolen? Huh? What about that? What about the kids that are recruited to, like, join terrorist organizations? What about those kids? What about the women that are taken off the street and used in human trafficking? What about their childhood? Is that stolen? She's fucking going around getting pictures of her fucking giant forehead with her hair blowing back on a fucking sailboat, traveling the world on a private jet talking about climate change. Listen, fuckers, America, when it comes to climate change, we've made the biggest change. We've done the biggest changes. Look at the progression. Look at the pollution. Look at the wastes, okay? America's has come down a lot. If we do all of this, what does it mean for the rest of the world? Absolutely fucking nothing. We could change our laws all we want to. It doesn't mean China's going to do it. It doesn't mean Africa's going to do it. And it doesn't mean fucking India's going to do it. Guess what? We live on the same planet. The planet fucking rotates. All the shit that's happening in India is going to end up in our atmosphere over our heads, over Chicago or Miami or fucking New York or LA. You fucking idiots. So Time Magazine's like, oh, Greta Thunberg, somebody that doesn't have an original thought in her head is Person of the Year. So was Hitler, okay? Time Magazine, yeah, we remember that little gem. You fucking idiots. I can't even concentrate. So, congratulations to Greta, okay? And congratulations to fucking Hitler back in the fucking 20s or 30s or whatever the fuck. Also, get this. To let you know how much significance Time Magazine has on anything anymore, their Entertainer of the Year was Lizzo. Why box Ray? Why did matter me, Ray? Let's go on the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, I'm not saying she's not a talented chick, okay? But her standard in life is fucked up. All she wants is the fucking limelight. It is ridiculous. She would sell her soul for, popularity. She's one of those kids in high school, okay? And now she finally gets a hit, and now she's got hits, and she's an ample woman. She's a bigger lady, which is great, okay? Have, security in your own self, and that's fucking fantastic. But she was just recently at a Lakers game, okay? A Lakers game. And she's wearing this dress, it's form-fitting, but the back is wide open and her thong is out. And then she's fucking sitting on public seats like this. She stands up. She goes on the Jumbotron. She's fucking twerking. She's twerking at a Lakers game. And everyone's like heralding her as, oh my God. Oh my God, she's so brave. What a strong, independent woman. Oh my God. Her ass is fucking hanging out in her thong and she's fucking twerking. Bitch, there are kids there. Okay? I don't give a fuck what you do in the privacy in your own home, in a bar where everybody's over the age of 18, or what you want to do with your friends, okay? But you're in a fucking public place on the Jumbotron with your ass out fucking twerking like you know what the fuck you're doing. Get the fuck out of here. And you're Entertainer of the Year? Way to go, Time. Well done. Well done. Too bad you can't go back in time because holy shit, you guys fucked up. Speaking of the Lakers, this brings me to my random thought of the week. Sports. And when I say sports, let's start with basketball. Listen to these random fucking scores, okay? Timberwolves, 125. Lakers, 142. Kings, 119. Rockets, 118. These aren't even overtime, okay? If they were in overtime, I would let you know they were in overtime. These are just actual fucking scores. Here's respectable scores, 93-92, all right? 104-90. Now we're getting into it again. 109, 125, 107, 114, 121 to 135. Are you kidding? 117 to 122. Clippers, 112. Raptors, 92. All right, you guys getting the fucking gist? The Jazz, 127. Timberwolves, 116. Hawks, 102. Bulls, 136. You let the Bulls score 136 points on you? Newsflash to anybody that doesn't pay attention to sports. The Bulls fucking suck. The Bulls are hot garbage. We're not talking Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. We're not talking about them. We're not Steve Kerr. No. He coaches the Golden State Warriors now. The Bulls suck. Whatever. They scored 136 points on the Atlanta Hawks. And most recently, the Knicks, 124, the Warriors, 122. And that is the only score that I've said that has been in overtime. Do motherfuckers not pay defense anymore? Defense at all? Defensive games don't exist anymore? Apparently, defense wins games only applies to fucking football. Like the NFL. Or just football in general. Okay, not European football. But actually it does. Because if you don't play defense, I'm going off on a tangent on European soccer. Whoa. If you don't pay defense, you're going to fucking lose the game. But apparently in basketball, nobody wants to get fucking posterized. Nobody wants somebody dunking on top of them with the fucking nuts in the face, and then some fucking cameraman's gonna take a picture, and some kid's gonna have that fucking picture hanging up on his wall for the next fucking, 20 years. I still got a poster of Michael Jordan dunking on Akeem Olajuwon, and his nuts are all up in his face, and Jordan's tongue's all out, and it's great. It's great. It's the greatest fucking poster of all time. I love it. It's been in my room since 92, and it's great. But these scores are so ridiculous in the NBA now. It's so sad. Okay? The greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan, bar none, without a doubt, the GOAT, okay? Greatest of all time, has a Defensive Player of the Year award. Who's the greatest player of all time contender right now? LeBron James? Maybe. The guy's fucking garbage, okay? Every time he travels, his fucking hairline goes back a little bit more on the back of his head. I'm making myself laugh. But seriously, he's fucking hot garbage. You get to see LeBron get a Defensive Player of the Year award? No, you're fucking not. All the finals that Jordan went to, ever, he won. His team won. Can LeBron say that? No, he can't. Is he going to surpass Michael in a whole bunch of stats? Probably. Why? Because he played more. That like fucking Emmitt Smith, for instance. Okay, greatest running back of all time. Is he though? He's not. Walter Payton is the greatest of all time. Am I biased because I'm a Chicago Bears fan? Yes. However, did Emmitt Smith play fucking years longer than Walter Payton? Yes. So, there you go. End of story. I'm done talking about that right now, okay? Let's talk about trans people in sports. Now, if you want to be a woman and you're a man, fantastic. If you want to be a man and you're a woman, fantastic. Whatever you want. It's your body. It's your choice. Do whatever you want with it. Cool. But if you are getting your ass kicked in the MMA as a male, you're like, okay, if I change my gender, I could compete as a woman. And then you go into the MMA as a woman with fucking thicker muscles, bigger bone density, and you go in there with pretty much the DNA of a man minus a penis, and you start beating the shit out of chicks. That makes it okay? I mean, women are losing their value in sports due to dumb motherfuckers that want to change their gender, not based on fucking feelings and emotion and how they perceive themselves, but because they're literally selling their souls for fame because they can't compete with their own gender. They're going to jump genders and completely dominate. And as sad as it is, when it comes to physical sports, males are better than females. Females need to compete against fucking females. Males need to compete against fucking males. That goes for football, that goes for MMA, that goes for track and field and cross country. This track and field shit is ridiculous. High school records are being destroyed because of transgender kids that were once male that are now female. I'm doing air quotes like you could fucking see them. And they're just destroying track and field records and cross country records. Hello. What the fuck? But if you put those DNA males that are, perceiving themselves as females, if you put their DNA as males up against males in the same category in cross country or track and field, they're not even up there. They're not even up there. But as a woman, they're breaking records and they're getting magazine covers. Are you fucking kidding me? It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. I need to get off this before I just blow up and die. Another one of my random thoughts that reflects the sports era is the Buffalo Bills. Why would I want to talk about the Buffalo Bills? Because I read a very interesting tidbit of fucking information. If it wasn't for the Buffalo Bills, there wouldn't be any fucking Kardashians. Wait for it. I'll get there. What are you talking about, Sarge? That makes no fucking sense. Because you guys know how much I love the Kardashians. You know how much I love how society puts so much emphasis on pop culture and people that have zero contributions to society, to fucking culture, unless it's a negative thing. You know how much I love the Kardashians for exactly what they've done for our society, which is me being sarcastic because they're garbage. They are fucking hot garbage. So I read this little tidbit of information and I will bring it up to your attention right now. Ready? Here we go. The Buffalo Bills barely lost the game in 1970 by missing on a bad pass for a touchdown. The loss allowed them to get the first pick in the draft where they took O.J. Simpson. O.J. lived in Buffalo where he met his wife, Nicole, and then allegedly killed her. He then hired Robert Kardashian, that name sounds familiar, to be his lawyer. They won the case, making the Kardashians somewhat famous. Because it was a televised fucking thing when it happened, right? Then, Kim drops a fucking sex tape with Ray J and becomes famous. It leaked. Yeah, okay. It fucking leaked. Sure it did. All right. So basically, the Buffalo Bills of 1970 are the reason we have to deal with the Kardashians today, because if they would have won that one game, they wouldn't have had the pick where they took OJ. So, so he would have never met Nicole and thus never had the chance to kill her, preventing the entire Kardashian family and clan and mouth breathers from ever being a sliver of a subject in modern culture. Damn you, Buffalo Bills. Damn you. Well, karma comes around because fast forward to the 90s where the Buffalo Bills lose fucking 3 Super Bowls. Almost, in a row. So that's you give us the Kardashians, you're not getting a fucking Super Bowl anytime soon. But, let's just move on. Hopefully you make it. Speaking of football there, let's talk about the Bears. This weekend marks the 200th meeting of the Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears. They first met November 27th, 1921, where the Bears, aka the Staleys, whooped that ass. Now, fast forward to now, they will be meeting for the 200th time, December 15th, 2019. Okay, now the all-time series record is the Packers are ahead of the Bears 98-95 with 6 fucking ties. Right now, the Green Bay Packers have a current win streak over the Bears of 1 game. The 200th meeting is Sunday. This is a big fucking deal. Why? Because the Bears, believe it or not, at 7-6, still have a chance to make it to the fucking playoffs. And who stands in our way? Our hated rival, the Green Bay Packers. And it's our 200th meeting of all time. This is fucking huge. This is like if the White Sox beat the fucking Bears. No, White Sox beat the Bears. This is like, well, the Cubs are Bears technically, so I am not wrong. This is like if the Chicago White Sox beat the Chicago Cubs in a World Series. That's pretty much the significance of this game this weekend. It's fucking big. Is it World Series caliber, Cubs versus White Sox? No. But it's fucking close, especially if you're a fucking Bears fan. So, I just wanted to bring that up there like you give a fuck, which you obviously don't. And chances are you could be listening to this fucking 5 years down the road. Am I still doing it? If you're listening to this 5 years down the road in 2024, hi, how are you? Welcome to 2019. Donald Trump is president, and everything seems fine. Is the world Armageddon? Do you guys still have radio where you are? How you doing up there? Is it working? Is my podcast still on? Am I famous? Do I have cool stuff? Do I have like a big house? Are you sitting outside my house right now watching my children? Is that cool? Are they okay? I hope I'm here in 5 years. I hope I'm still sitting in front of a microphone, talking to my delinquent army, and just shooting the shit and getting your mind off of whatever the fuck is ailing you at the time. Whether it's 2025 or 2019, here I am. And I promise you guys, okay, I know it's been a while since I've had a guest on my show, but I've been super busy. Fuck you, Sarge. That's not an excuse. But I will be on Chris Make Laugh's podcast. He's got a podcast called Cares None. The motherfucker was supposed to be my co-host once upon a time. If you go back, I was gonna start it, but he's like, you know what? I see a future in Instagram, and I'm like, okay. And so he went and did that thing, and he made that thing famous, and he's doing well with the Instagram thing, and I gave him props all the time, and he's the Ebony in the Ebony and Ivory episodes, and now he's got his Cares None podcast, Cares None Be Dope podcast. He's working on it. It's a title in progress, but he's got, if you type in Cares None podcast on Spotify or Google Play or whatever, Apple Podcasts, whatever. He's out there. He's got 2 episodes, just the beginning there, and he's working it. He's working it, and he's doing well. So we'll see. And I'll be on his podcast, and he will be on ours, and we will have Ebony and Ivory episode a tree. So that's good. And now a word from our sponsor. Ballwash.com. Deck the balls. Quality grooming products for balls and body. 'Tis the season to get your jollies jolly. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? Give your balls the attention they deserve. It just so happens that a man's most prized possessions are also the most sensitive skin on his body. Balls are prone to sweat, odor-causing bacteria, and irritation. Upgrade your balls game with quality products formulated to keep your skin healthy and fresh. It's not too late. It's not too late for the holidays to get what you need from ballwash.com. It isn't. And for a limited time only, Jolly Jewels Ball Wash. Limited edition holiday scents. All natural. Just like Santa's sack, your boys can take a beating. Good news is, some mischievous elves snuck into the Ballsy factory and cooked up something special to keep your jewels jolly this holiday. By combining peppermint, pine, and activated charcoal, your jingle bells will be jingling all the way. So this is what you do, delinquents. You go to ballwash.com. You see what they got. You fill up your cat there. Okay? You fill up your cat. And when you go to checkout, you put in the code DAGRAYAREA, DAGRAYAREA, for 15% off. You're welcome. I did that for you. And moving forward. Shout out to Travis T at Freaknet Studios, which we are a part of, proudly, by the way. He is one of the hosts on this freaking show and Just Freaking Wrestling, and he doesn't know how to spell the gray area because he has been on his podcasts for the last, I don't know, 3 weeks. And he's like, oh, yeah, we're part of Freaknet Studios, Just Freaking Wrestling, this freaking show in the gray area. You can type in the gray area and search it, DAARAYAEA. This motherfucker doesn't know how to spell the gray area. I was like, the first time, it must have been an accident. The second time, okay, you know, things happen. And then, like, the third and fourth time, I'm like, listen, man, DAGRAYAREA. He always forgets the fucking Y. He's like DAGRAAREA. Why don't you love me? Oh my god, I thought we were a team.
Today in history.
December 12th, 1773. George Washington, the adjutant of Virginia, delivers an ultimatum to the French forces at Fort Le Boeuf, south of Lake Erie, reiterating Britain's claim to the entire Ohio River Valley. This is during the French-English War there. And then fast forward about 20 years, and George Washington's like, you know what? The French were right. French were right, man. Fuck you, Britain, man. You suck, man. Revolution, man. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he didn't sound like that because he had wooden teeth. So, okay, moving forward. 1770, the British soldiers responsible for the Boston Massacre are acquitted on murder charges. Yeah, that'll start a riot. We have found that the soldiers in question from England, these soldiers that shot unarmed civilians, are innocent and acquitted of all charges. Which is funny because this is a British parliament, it's a British government, it's a British jury, it's a British judge, and you got British soldiers up. Meanwhile, the people are like, what the fuck, man? Fast forward, and revolution. Revolution's just about kicking off right about now. 1862. The Union loses its first ship to a torpedo USS Cairo in the Yazoo River. What? Man, I didn't know torpedoes were from like 1862. Torpedoes? Holy crap. I thought those were like a relatively like new concept. And when I say relatively new, I mean like within the last 100 years. But apparently in 1862, the South had a fucking torpedo. So that goes to tell you that the South were not idiot inbred idiots morons. Idiot inbred idiots morons. Yeah. 1863. Orders are given in Richmond, Virginia, that no more supplies from the Union should be received by federal prisoners. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, they're giving us food. Don't give it to the people that are in cages, okay? Good. Don't feed your dogs. Don't feed your cats. 1901. Italian inventor. Jesus. Guglielmo Marconi receives the first transatlantic radio transmission in St. John's, Newfoundland. That's kind of cool. Transatlantic. That went across the whole ocean, the whole radio wave thing. That's really, really kind of cool. That tidbit of information was completely worth me brutalizing the man's name, though. That was sad. Oh well, moving forward. 1927, Communist forces seize Canton, China. 1930, the last Allied troops withdraw from the Saar region in Germany. 1930, the Spanish Civil War begins as rebels take a border town. 1931, under pressure from the communists in Canton, Chiang Kai-shek resigns as president of the Nanking government, but remains the head of the nationalist government that holds nominal rule over most of China. That was complicated. 1943, the German army launches Operation Winter Tempest, the relief of the 6th Army trapped in Stalingrad. I fucking told you. I told you 2 weeks ago, okay? This is why I do Today in History, because all the fuck-ups that they do, like 2 weeks ago, let's go back, 1943, whatever. 2 weeks ago, in Today in History, the Germans are trying to seize, control, and invade Russia in the winter. Fucking morons. So fast track 2 weeks. The German army launches Operation Winter Tempest, the relief of the 6th Army trapped in Stalingrad. Fucking Russia. Idiots. Morons. You don't invade Russia in the winter. Morons. Also, 1943. The exiled Czech government signs a treaty with the Soviet Union for post-war cooperation. What? The war's not even over yet. He's like, hey, when this is over, we're going to be good, right? We're going to be good? Russia, sure, yeah. Whatever you want there. Whatever you want there, kid. Yeah, okay. 1956. The United Nations calls for immediate Soviet withdrawal from Hungary. Freaking Cold War shit. 1964, Kenya becomes a republic. Good for you. You guys have the best runners. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know what they put in the Kool-Aid over there, but those motherfuckers win marathons all the time. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a marathon, I bet you $20 the winner, the fastest time comes from Kenya. On both sides. Women, male and female. I'm not even kidding. It's crazy. 1964. 3 Buddhist leaders begin a hunger strike to protest the government in Saigon. 1967. The United States ends the airlift of 6,500 men in Vietnam. 1995. Willie Brown beats incumbent mayor Frank Jordan to become the first African-American mayor of San Francisco. Fast forward to now, and that place is like the capital of where homeless people like to hang out. They're in LA. It's sad, but that's just how it is. Because it's warm, and it's a Democratic-run state. Yeah, fucking California. It's like where fucking the homeless people love to hang out. Do we have homeless people in Chicago? Is it a Democratic state? Yes. Okay, Chicago's a city in a Democratic state of Illinois. I know, okay? I fucking know. But I'm saying, yeah, we have homeless people, but homeless people don't like being cold. They fucking freeze to death in Chicago. Yes. But if you look at the Republican states in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, all warm climates. Homeless problem? No. Why? Republican-run governments. I'm just saying. You know what? I don't want to be the guy, but I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into politics a little bit here. Let's get into politics right now, okay? Really quick. In the past month alone, Joe Biden, he forgot that Kamala Harris was black. He bit his wife's finger on stage. He called an Iowa voter fat. Said he likes kids jumping on his lap. He forgot what state he was in multiple times. Forgot what years he was vice president. This is one of the Democratic frontrunners. Also, here's another Democratic frontrunner, Elizabeth Warren. She tweeted this gem to make her look like a fucking horrible human being. She tweeted this: "Far too many of our veterans and service members die by suicide. Every single one is a tragedy that could have been prevented. I've got a plan to cut the number of veteran suicides in half in my first term." Okay, Elizabeth Warren wants to cut veteran suicides in half in her first term. And then somebody responded to her. Shout out to Eric Post. "Hey Elizabeth, if you could cut veteran suicides in half, Do it now. Don't wait. If you really have a plan to save the lives of good men and good women who die every single day, but you are saving it as bait to get voted into office, you are a fucking terrible human. This is the most disgusting pandering I have seen from Elizabeth Warren so far. Using veteran suicide as bait for votes. That's fucking gross. Are you fucking kidding me? What a fucking shit show. No wonder I'm so happy she's gone down completely in the fucking polls. She went all the way up there. She went all the way up to the top. She was a big thing. And then the voting base on the Democratic side, the left side, realized that she is completely full of fucking shit. She is completely fucking off the wall, bonkers, crazy. All right? She says she's not a socialist, but she takes socialist values from Bernie Sanders and says they're not socialist ideals. She wants to take from the 1%. She wants to take all the money from the 1% and tax them a ridiculous amount of money to form a, free Medicare, free college sort of thing and just spread the wealth around. But everybody pretty much realized that that's impossible because the 1% cannot support the kind of money that she's trying to put in to the government for her policies. And everybody knows it's bullshit. Okay? And her policies are pretty much Bernie Sanders' policies. But here's the kicker. Bernie Sanders is not lying. Bernie Sanders is like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tax you. I'm a socialist. I want to spread the wealth. I'm not going to call it a democratic policy or progressive policy. I'm a socialist. And I'm telling you right now to your face. At least Bernie Sanders is like, listen, guys, I'm going to take your money. I'm a socialist. This is how I work. Elizabeth Warren is like, I'm progressive. I'm a female. I'm a Democrat. I'm here for you. Everything Bernie Sanders says is wrong, but I'm going to adopt his whole value and all of his policies, and I'm going to put a different fucking name tag on it, and I'm going to call it my stuff. What a fucking shit show. Every fucking American should be asking themselves these fucking questions. Why am I paying taxes on my wages, then paying sales tax to spend my money, then paying income taxes on my money that was already taxed by paying property taxes after I already paid sales tax on said property? It's fucking ridiculous. The taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes. Now, welcome to fucking Illinois where we got J.B. Pritzker and he's like, you want to park? I'm going to tax that. You want to use the roads? I'm going to tax that, but am I going to use that tax money for fixing the roads? I am not going to do that to fucking fix the roads because this is Illinois. I'm a Democratic governor and I don't give a fuck about anybody of you. Anybody of you. None of you. None of you. You could all die in a ditch. I'm going to take your money. I'm going to say I'm using it for this. I'm not going to use it. And then I'm going to legalize marijuana. I'm going to tax the fuck out of that. And I'm going to use it as, maybe to fix the infrastructure of Illinois. Psych. I'm going to use it to fucking... I don't like politicians in general at all. I pick the lesser of two evils. That's exactly what I did with Trump and Hillary, okay? End all be all, okay? Hillary, a fucking demon. Trump is an asshole. Would I rather deal with a human being or the fucking devil? I'd rather deal with a human being that's an asshole. That's pretty much my, that's how I laid it out, okay? Now, we just went to the, EU, United Nations fucking thing, and Trump's like, everybody needs to do their fair share. Canada needs to do their fair share, and fucking Germany needs to do their fair share, and France needs to do their fair share, and all of a sudden, you fast forward to that night, and there's like a fucking dinner party, and someone has a hot mic, and everyone's talking shit about Donald Trump, right? Because, he wants everybody to pay their 2% or whatever to the United Nations or whatever. Whatever, fuck, EU, European, I don't remember what it is. Whatever the fuck we're part of. It's like a trade agreement and there's a whole bunch of fucking allies and we're all sitting together and we're like, oh yeah, everybody needs to contribute to save the world and blah, blah, blah. And right now America's like, okay, we're throwing all of our money in there and nobody else is contributing. So why are we going to send our money to you guys if you're not contributing to the higher group? Why wouldn't I do that? Why should we do that? Whatever. Anyway, so they talk shit about him. And then, fast forward and look at these countries. These countries are in turmoil. There's Muslim attacks in fucking England, okay? There's anti-Semitic attacks in fucking Germany. Like, France is like, why does the United States need such a big fucking military? And Germany's like, I don't know, maybe the United States is compensating for something. Yeah, we are compensating for something. You know why the United States has such a big fucking military? Germany, France. You know why? Because we have weak fucking allies. I'm talking to you too, Canada. Get the fuck out of here. Canada, if it wasn't for the United States, you would have had people on your ass a long fucking time ago. Don't forget who's right across the street from you, across the Bering Strait. Fucking Russia. If it wasn't for the United States and Alaska being right there, you guys would be speaking fucking Russia, drinking potato vodka with your fucking rabbit hats, living in buildings that look like complete fucking penises. All right, you dickbag bitches. Fucking Canada. God. Get your shit together, Canada. Trudeau is garbage, eh? You know what I'm talking about? America is the face of freedom all over the world. Look at fucking Hong Kong. Look at them right now. They love us. They're rocking American flags saying, help defend Hong Kong, defend our sovereignty, get us out of here, protect us from China. They're fighting for natural human rights. Why? Because of the American way. America is a lot of things, but we're not fucking pussies, okay? We're not going to open our borders up to fucking strangers and refugees and illegal immigrants because we care for everybody. We do care for everybody if they do it the right way. But we're not going to have a Germany-France situation where we take in thousands of fucking people that we can't vet and then they end up raping and killing our own people. Fuck that noise. Not going to fucking happen here. Okay? It's not. You'd see a fucking revolution before you see any of that stuff. And lots of people on the fucking left are like, okay, we're going to get him for the Mueller report. We're going to get him for the IG report. We're going to get him for the Russia collusion. And now the Ukraine collusion. And we're going to impeach him and blah, blah, blah. And they've been trying to impeach him for 3 years. Listen, okay, I'm not going to go into all that bullshit. As much knowledge as I have on it, because I've been paying attention to it since the fucking beginning. Here's the Cliff Note version of everything that's going to happen. Nothing. Okay? Trump's going to walk away from this. The Democrats have fucking nothing. There's no fucking collusion. Check the IG report. They just found out that the fucking mainstream media has pretty much been lying blatantly over this IG report thing. Check it out if you don't believe me. Nothing's going to happen to Trump. He's going to walk into 2020 with his fucking head up. Still being a charismatic, conceited, arrogant piece of shit. But pretty good fucking president. That's all I'm fucking saying. You heard it here first, folks. Nothing is going to happen. There's not going to be any impeachment. There's not going to be any prison time. And he's going to get reelected. And all the snowflakes will be like, I'm melting. I'm melting. Oh, what a world. What a world. And I'll be laughing. I'm just gonna be sitting there with my popcorn, like, sipping my tea, like Kermit the Frog would be like, I don't want to say I told you so, but told you so. And now it is time for my what in the actual fuck topic of the week. Nick fucking Cannon. You have got to be the dumbest motherfucker that I have ever seen in my whole life. Am I doing this segment with Till I Collapse by Eminem in the background instrumental? Yes. Why? Because this motherfucker is going to destroy you. Destroy. You aren't even on the same fucking level as Eminem. Not even fucking close to being where Eminem is. You drumline bitch ass motherfucker, you need to get back to your drumline. Cause as much as you fucking blow, you cannot hang with this fucking band. Do you understand me, Nick Cannon? You have no shot in hell. Zero. None. You took out 2 fucking diss tracks in the last 2 days. You released them on 12/11/2019 and 12/10/2019. The first one was called The Invitation. Did he respond? No. Should he respond with call it RSVP and the fucking background music should be another one, Bites the Dust by Queen? Yes, because he murders motherfuckers lyrically like you. And then you're gonna come back. You're going to come back the next fucking day after The Invitation with a fucking lyric or a shit called fucking Pray for Him. you have lost your fucking shit. You have lost your shit completely. Alright? You're saying that Eminem isn't fucking lyrically gifted, and then you're using the same fucking lyrics to diss the man. And you're gonna come in here with the fucking Black Squad from Wildin' Out. We gotta wild out, everybody! We get the file Wildin' Out! Have you been writing these fucking lyrics for the last 10 years since Eminem destroyed you fucking and Mariah fucking 10 years ago? You fucking shit show piece of shit. Eminem is the Everest of this motherfucker. He's one of the best to ever do it. Ask Benzino. Ask Ja Rule. Ask MGK. Ask fucking Everlast. Okay? He destroys fools. And you're Nick Cannon. You got fired from America's Got Talent. Why did you get fired from America's Got Talent? Because you don't fucking have any. You dumb motherfucker. You're gonna have to sell your fucking shoes, your glitter shoes that are $1 million fucking for fucking child support. Because I fucking guarantee you in 20 years, you're gonna walk into your grandkid's fucking room and your grandkids are gonna look at you and be like, Uncle Nick, do you remember the one time Marshall Mathers destroyed your life? Remember that? And the other kid's not even gonna be listening to the conversation because he's gonna be listening to fucking Eminem music. What you Mariah drive through twice. I do know one thing though, bitches they come they go. And that's what your grandkids are gonna be listening to because you're a fucking joke, Nick Cannon. You're gonna come and attack Eminem with the Black Squad from Wildin' Out. Which is hilarious because that's a comedic show and you're a fucking joke. You're getting your ass kicked by the Red Squad represented by some fucking no-name. And they're destroying the fucking Black Squad on your own show. Is your life so fucking bad? So fucking bad that you have to go after Eminem for as a publicity stunt? Because this is going to backfire badly. And he is going to rip your shit wide the fuck open. Look at Twitter. Look at social media. You're trying to defend yourself and be like, oh, look at all the white people trying to, go after their savior and support their savior, the greatest white rapper, blah, blah, blah. No, motherfucker, African Americans are fans of Eminem too that absolutely know he's going to run directly through you. Right fucking through you. You have no chance in hell. I actually hope fucking Eminem doesn't even respond to you. Because you are so fucking far below him. He's the Everest, the Osiris, the fucking god of the diss game. You're subterranean, below sea level. You're the Mariana Trench. You're way the fuck down there. You're not even fucking close, Nick. Not even fucking close. Not even close. So, that was my... What? In the actual fuck topic of the week. Alright, let's get back on the holidays for a second, because I just got off the actual fuck topic, so I'm a little bit heated. I'm a little bit, up in arms. I'm a little bit adrenalized, so to speak. Okay, so let's talk about Santa Claus. Anyone who is pushing for a gender-neutral Santa needs to get off this planet. Absolute weirdos, okay? He's a fictional character based on a real male. He's male. That's his gender. He has a cock. He wraps that cock in tinsel before doing the helicopter for Mrs. Claus. Get over it. Anybody that wants a gender-neutral Santa Claus, I am going to tell your children that he's not real. I'll do it. And speaking of Christmas is so much harder when you get older. It's like, what do you want for Christmas this year? Be like, I don't know. Maybe a sense of purpose, financial security, could use more sleep, a bottle of wine, handle of booze, box of beer, maybe some new, underwear and some socks, which is pretty much a guaranteed thing for you working men out there and working women. The blue collar, you guys need new socks and new underwear. It's guaranteed because all you do is you sit and you stand up and you sit and you stand up. And then there's paperwork and then there's chores and then there's digging ditches and doing this, and your jeans are rubbing up against your underwear and your long johns are rubbing up against your underwear, and then you got the coveralls and everything, and you're just working and you're working. Or if you're a police officer, you're wearing the vest and it goes on your shirts and your shirt's got holes in it now, and now you need new bras. I get it. I understand this stuff. I understand. So, air high five to all the hardworking people out there.
But Sarge, there's hardworking white-collar people, too.
I know. I understand. You're doing the mental game. You're behind the desk. You're in the cubicle. You're taking meetings. You're on phones all day. You're trying to, do HR and, market and get your team up and build your business. I understand all that. That's more like mental fatigue, okay? I get it. But you're not, like, physically exhausted unless you're physically exhausted from, like, the mental anguish of all the phone calls and stupid conferences that you have to go through. You know what? Let's just cover all my bases here. Everybody that has a job, well done. Well done, everyone. I understand that I'm complicated, delinquents. I understand this. I'm like Christmas lights, I'm complicated, and I'm an absolute mess. I get this, but, once you figured me out, I'm festive and quite pleasant. So, that helps. You guys need to know these things about me, and it's very important. But, 2020 is right around the corner. Right there. Almost there. Have you guys been watching your Hallmark movies? Have you been watching your Hallmark movies? Because I'm trying to, understand why Hallmark and Lifetime and the people that do those movies don't get absolutely railed by the mainstream media. Why? I'll tell you why. Because it's like, these are the stars. These are the women actors, okay? White blonde, 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 white blonde. And I don't know any of them. They're all white blondes. Can I get a token black guy in there? A token black woman? Is there an Asian in there? Can we figure this shit out? Hallmark movies are an absolute shit show. Or maybe they're just, ahead of the times because they realize that only white women would fall for the stupid shit that happens in Hallmark movies, which would make sense because, a black woman would look at the situations in those movies and be like, nope. And an Asian woman would be like, no, that doesn't seem, no. But white women, especially blondes, would be like, oh my God, he loves me. Is that a mistletoe, like, on your cock? Oh my God. Oh, different. Nope. That's Pornhub, not Hallmark. But, all those scenes where it's like, oh my God, and they kiss, and he's, got his flannel on in front of the Christmas tree, and then you wake up, and the next morning she's making eggs. Yeah, the Pornhub is in between those two scenes. Oh God. I mean, it makes sense. It just makes everybody look absolutely fucking stupid. Completely stupid. But, Hallmark's almost done. Christmas is almost over. But then you got New Year's, right? You got New Year's. Here's my advice for New Year's, okay? Here's my advice as we go into the 2020 season. The new decade. You want my advice? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give it to you anyway. Here's a reminder for you in 2020. Don't fucking chase anyone unless you're a cop, okay? Don't beg someone to stay. Don't be that pathetic. You need to know your worth. If you're treated like shit and you think you deserve better, it like goes through your brain. You'd be like, I deserve better. It's because you do. So leave that situation and go fucking find somebody that knows your worth, because you need to know your worth first. And once you realize that, you'll realize that the person sitting across from you is either worth it or not. You need to save space for people who matter. Not the people with the money, not the people that give you gifts, not the people that treat you like shit, but they make your circle better because they're popular, and then you want them in your circle because that makes you popular because you hang out with them, whatever. What if you're the token fat chick, or the token gay guy, or the one that they have to keep in the group because you're the token one that they fucking pick on? Those people are fucking toxic. Get rid of those motherfuckers. You need to accept what cannot be changed. If you love something and you want it to change, you'd be like, oh my God, I love him, he's so handsome, or I love her, she's great, but nothing is changing, she's not changing, her mannerisms are the same, and it really irks you the fuck out. You need to accept it and either stay and compromise with yourself, which I highly, advise against, or fucking leave. Find what's worth it. Find what you need. Find the people in your life, right? You need to leave what isn't for you. Okay? You need to be put first You need to be put on a pedestal sometimes. You need to be fucking spoiled with love and attention. This is important. And if you don't get it, fucking leave. And last but not least, you need to love yourself. This goes along the lines of knowing your worth. You need to love yourself before you can let other people love you. Because if you fucking hate yourself, and if you beat yourself up, and you're depressed, and other people want to give you that love, you're just going to be like, why? Why do you love me? I'm not worth it. I'm a loser. My life sucks. And then you're going to bring them down. They're going to be like, holy shit. And then they're going to use, accept what cannot be changed, and don't chase anyone. And they're going to be like, fuck this. And they're going to be gone. And that's just going to make you more sad. And you're going to be like Eeyore. And you're going to be in your room. And you'd be like, woe is me. Nobody loves Eeyore. No, because you're a fucking grouch. Okay. You know what else is great about 2020? Listen to this. Listen to the schedule here. Listen to it. Halloween 2020 is on a Saturday. That's going to be fucking cool. Christmas is on a Friday. Also cool. New Year's is on a Friday. Those are the best. I fucking love those. We're going to get 2 Friday the 13th, and July 4th is on a Saturday, and Cinco de Mayo is on a fucking Tuesday. Taco motherfucking Tuesday. 2020 is going to be lit. For those of you that have weekends off, you know. For those of you like me that have a rotating schedule where it's like 6 and 2 or something like that, you guys are just sitting there looking at the radio or whatever you're listening to on like, oh my God, that sucks. But hopefully I will progress and get up to where I need to be, where I have the weekends off, because I've been busting my ass and I'm worth it. God damn it. Know your worth. With jobs, with life, with love, with family, with relationships, what you allow is what will continue. When you get to the point where you're just like, fuck this, trust that. Trust this fucking feeling in your gut that says, nope, 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 not going to do it. I'm going to move forward in whatever aspect or whatever avenue you are on. You need to move forward. May you soon meet the reason why God did not allow you to settle for fucking anything. Life, religion, fucking love, relationships, family, work, jobs, side jobs, hobbies. May you soon meet the reason why God did not allow you to settle, and then finally find it, because it's just going to hit you like a fucking train. Don't jump in front of a train, okay? I don't know the IQ of some of my listeners out there, but I love you, and you love me. And now, let's get to the Dirty Dad Joke of the Week. Keeping with the theme of the winter there and Christmas, what falls in the winter but never gets hurt? What falls in the winter but never gets hurt? Snow. Duh. Nice one. You guys ever listening to the podcast and I say the dad joke and you get it and you're so proud of yourself? So I'm sure there are some people out there be like, snow. Good job. Well done. I'm very proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. It's good when you get the freaking punchline before the punchline comes out. It makes you think like, you could hang with the rest of the world. You know what I mean? Even though it's just a fucking joke punchline that you've never heard before, by the way. That's the key. Like, if you hear the joke and you get the punchline before the punchline and you've never heard the punchline before and you get it, that's a good feeling. Or is it just me? It might just be me. I'm an idiot. Okay, moving forward. What did the leper say after having sex with the prostitute? What did the leper say after having sex with a prostitute? Hey, keep the tip. I don't know why I made the leper Andrew Dice Clay, but whatever. All right, delinquents, that is it for me. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. Tell your squad to follow my pod. I am part of Freak Net Studios. We are a conglomerate of 3 podcasts. The Gray Area, which you are here, so thank you. Also, This Freaking Show, and Just Freaking Wrestling. You could find us anywhere. You can find us on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, whatever. Just type in our names. This Freakin' Show, Freakin', and Just Freakin', spelt the same way, Wrestling. And you guys are already here, so thank you for that. Feel free to reach out to me at thegrayarea@gmail.com or go to thegrayarea.com and you can contact me there directly. Follow my social media, Twitter, Instagram, thegrayarea1. I'm also on TikTok at thegrayarea. I'm everywhere, baby. I'm everywhere, my babies. Freaking delinquents. I freaking love you guys. And I will see you guys next time. Wait, I'm not going to see you because this is a podcast. But maybe one day I will be able to look into the camera and you could see how ugly I am face to face. Actually, you guys can see how ugly I am if you look at my Instagram, which is thegrayarea1, because I do some stuff there, and you could follow me there, and I'll do little videos every now and then there. So follow the Facebook page at The Gray Area, follow my social media, tell your squad to follow my pod, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!